everyone loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today I'm going to be doing kind of like a ColourPop swatch slash collection slash haul video. I recently received my order from their second birthday sale, and this box is just, it's too cute. One of the lippies that I picked up is the Hollywood Matte X, and that's what I have on my lips. I'm going to take pictures with the lip swatches on, but for now I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand so you guys can get an idea. So starting with the new ones, the other lippy stick that I got that was the Matte X formula is Chateau. And it's a pretty dark red. And I must say the Matte X formula kind of reminds me of the MAC Retro Matte, but not quite as powdery. With that said though, I do like the formula. Here is Chateau, and this is, like I said, a regular like lipstick, not like the liquid ones. Like I said, this one's Hollywood. That's what I have on my lips right now. I've been really feeling dark brown lipsticks apparently. This one is Marshmallow, and I did a video this past week. I'll tag it, but I'll also put a picture here so you can see what it looks like on my lips. This is more of like a lavender. And this is the Ultra Matte, Ultra Satin lip formula. But it's kind of like a lavender color, kind of like a gray. It's different, but I call it lavender. The next one of my new ones is Petit Four. This is also a Ultra Satin lip cream. I noticed with this one, it's not quite as creamy as the others. It's more of a gray color. It's like a thicker formula. I haven't actually tried this on my lips yet, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll find out soon. Next, I went ahead and ordered the Ultra Matte Lip in Stingray. My dog's at the door, she wants in. And this one is going to dry matte. I suggest picking up, where is it? The ColourPop primer, because that will help keep it from looking so dry on your lips. Also make sure you moisturize your lips, because if they're dry, it's just gonna look worse. I have a video I'll find and tag that I put it on my lips without priming or even putting some chapstick on, and it really, that formula really likes the chapped like stick out on your lips. So you wanna make sure you're properly moisturized before you try to wear this one. But this one's like a pretty mauve color. Right here, I've seen a ton of people get the color. At first I really wasn't that interested in it, but it is pretty. It kind of looks like something I could wear every day. And then the last one, as far as lippies go, is the Ultra Satin Lip in Tulips. And this one does not dry to that matte color. And that's this top one here. So these are my new ones, and I'm going to do lip swatches of every single one of these today. And I'm going to put, spilling stuff, and I'm going to put pictures of it at the end of this video. That way you get a better idea of how it looks on your lips. I'm just going to wipe these off, and then we'll go into the ones that I've already had. I've counted, I think I have like 15 or 16 different ColourPop lipsticks now, and that's only in 2 orders, which is pretty bad. Next, I got this one. This is poppin' during another sale where if you, I think it was like the 1 million or 2 million followers on Instagram, where if you ordered a certain amount of money, you would get this free. And this was the first color they released from their Matte X line. And this made me think it was going to be closer to the MAC formula because it looks a lot more powdery here, I guess. I'm not mad that it's not. It does feel very comfortable on my lips. I know the matte, the retro mattes sometimes can feel like they're too dry. So it feels very comfortable. I've eaten in this. I've done other, I've smoked, I have a vape. So I've vaped with this, and it still hasn't really come off too much. So it really does stay long. It's just that this, when I got this, I thought it was going to be a little bit more powdery. But again, I'm not really mad that it's not. Next up we have Boogie, and this one's a purple, and this is from their Satin Luxe formula. And this one, it's very hard to see, but it almost has like a blue tint to it as well. I don't know if this camera's picking it up, but in person it kind of has like almost like a blue sheen to it. I actually really like that color, but I haven't had a real chance to wear it yet. Next is Lumiere. This one's just a matte. And this one I've probably worn the most just because it's a nice neutral everyday color. It goes well with my skin tone, so I tend to wear it a ton. Last for the lippy sticks anyway is Grunge, and this one's also a matte. I think I've talked about my love of matte lipsticks before, so we don't need to get into that again. But this one's kind of like a reddish brown. Again, I wore it to work, got a lot of compliments on it. It's kind of an everyday fall color, but I mean, I wear dark red lipstick in the summertime sometimes too, so I don't know, I guess we don't really pay attention to seasons around here. Next, and some of these you kind of have to shake them a little bit, is Ultra Matte, and I think this one's Kapow. This one's kind of like a grayish color. And this one is also going to dry very, it's going to be that ultra matte texture. Next is another ultra satin lip. This one is Frickin' Frack, and it's kind of another everyday color. It's more of a, I don't know how to describe it. It's more of a pinky color, but kind of like a brownish color too. I don't know. And then I have Prem. Prem happens to be one of my favorites. It's going to be my fall staple. This is also an ultra satin lip, and this is a dark, vampy, sort of like Oxblood, but not color. This is very top line. And then last but not least, like I said, I've been kind of into the browns lately, and it's all worn off. But this one is Limbo, and this is also an ultra matte. So again, make sure you properly moisturize your lips before wearing it. And my phone's going off. But that is this color right here. I'm going to take these off, get my phone, and then I'll be right back to show you my highlighters and the... Okay, so next up I have my highlighters, and I have to say that I absolutely love ColourPop's highlighter formula. The very first one I bought was Wisp, and this one is sort of like a gold, let's see, there we go. Sort of like a gold color. Their highlighters are very pigmented. They show up very well. I'm actually wearing one right now, and I have one highly waisted. It's kind of more of a, I don't know, I think it's more of like a coralish color. Let's see. That one is this one right here. To me, it looks kind of like a coralish color. Reminds me a ton of Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, which is what I also have on right now. I think it's great as like a summer color just because it is a little bit more pink, not pinky, but like, I don't know, brighter toned. I want to say pinky toned, but not quite. This one right here is highly waisted. You can see it's a lot more pink compared to Wisp, which was a lot more golden. And then last, which is the darkest of the three that I bought, is Avalon. And I wore this in a video the other day. This one looks more of like a bronzer type color to me, at least is what it reminds me of. But again, it's super pigmented. It's a little bit more like bronzy golden than the other three. Oh, I'm sorry, the other two, which we have right here. So this one is Avalon. This one is highly waisted, which, like I said, is a little bit more pinky. And then we have Wisp, which is a little bit more golden down here. last but not least, or actually second to last, on my brows, I mixed ColourPop's Bang & Brunette eyebrow product and Anastasia Beverly Hills. Shout out to Jen on Instagram. She kind of gave me that tip because I felt that this was a little bit too light for my brows. I do have the look I did earlier this week. What did I do this week? I'll post it. I can't remember which one, but that look I actually just did it with that color, and this actually seems to suit me a little bit more by mixing it with the dip brown. The advice I got from Jen was to use the dip brown ebony on the bottom of my arch and then the tail, and then use the Bang & Brunette everywhere else, and it looks pretty good. So shout outs to her. Thank you for that, because I definitely needed it. She just started a channel, so I'm actually going to tag her channel down here so you can subscribe to her. She has a lot of great makeup videos on there. Well, a couple, she just started it, but if you follow on Instagram, then you already know she's talented. And then finally, last but not least, is this ColourPop It's a Boy. You know what? I've been calling this It's a Boy for so long now, and it's actually called Birthday Boy. And this was actually the tutorial I did the other day. I gotta fix that. But this one, I feel so silly right now. But this one is kind of like a brown, but it also has that purple sheen on it. And then I was actually a little bit shocked that I'd never used any of ColourPop's shadows before. And this too was very pigmented and just so pretty. Close that. This up here is It's a Boy. So as you can see, that purple kind of shines through a little bit, but it's mostly a brown eyeshadow. So that is my ColourPop collection / haul video. I am going to take my lip swatches now and post them at the end of this video. Please, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, share the video. You can follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. Until next time, bye lovelies.